Have you ever said yes when everything inside you screamed no? Have you felt your energy drain away, your time stolen, your dreams pushed aside because you couldn't speak one simple word? This is the story of Emma, a woman who learned that sometimes the most powerful thing you can say is the smallest word in any language, and how that one word saved her life. Emma was tired, not the kind of tired that sleep fixes, the kind that lives in your bones, that makes your smile feel like a mask you can't take off. She was 32 years old, and she had forgotten who she was. Every morning started the same way. Her phone buzzed with requests before her eyes even opened. Her boss needed just one quick favor. Her mother needed help with shopping. Her friend needed someone to listen. Her neighbor needed a ride. Everyone needed Emma, and Emma said yes. Every single time at work, she stayed late finishing projects that weren't hers. At home, she planned parties she didn't want to attend. On weekends, she helped everyone except herself. Her own dreams sat in a notebook under her bed, pages yellowing with dust and forgotten ink. She told herself this was kindness. This was being a good person. But deep down, in the quiet moments before sleep, she felt something else. Resentment, anger, a silent scream that had nowhere to go. "I'm fine," she would say when someone asked. But her hands shook when she held her coffee. Her stomach twisted into knots. Her reflection in the mirror looked like a stranger getting smaller every day. Then came Tuesday. An ordinary Tuesday that changed everything. Emma was in the coffee shop, laptop open, trying to finish her own project. For once, she had carved out 2 hours for herself, 2 precious hours to work on the business ideas she'd been dreaming about for years. Her hands moved across the keyboard, and for the first time in months, she felt alive. Then her phone rang. T was Rachel, her colleague. "Emma, thank God you picked up. I need your help. I have this presentation tomorrow, and I'm completely lost. Can you come to my place tonight and help me put it together, please? You're so good at this stuff. I really need you." Emma's heart sank. She looked at her screen, at the words she'd just written, at the dream taking shape. Then she looked at her phone. Her mouth opened. The word yes formed on her lips. It always did. But before she could speak, something happened. An old man at the next table dropped his book. Emma reached down to pick it up. The title stared at her. "The Disease to Please." The old man smiled. "Thank you, dear. That book saved my life once." Emma handed it back, but her hands were trembling. "How?" she asked. He studied her face with knowing eyes. "You have the look," he said quietly, "the look of someone disappearing." Emma felt tears burn behind her eyes. This stranger saw what she'd been hiding from everyone. "I don't know how to stop," she whispered. The old man nodded. "I'll tell you what someone once told me. Come, sit for a moment. Your friend can wait." Emma hesitated, then did something radical. She told Rachel, "I'll call you back in 5 minutes." She hung up. Her heart pounded like she'd done something wrong. The old man gestured to the chair across from him. "Tell me, what happens when you pour water into a cup that's already full?" "It spills over," Emma said. "Exactly. It's wasted." "Now, what happens when you keep saying yes to everyone else?" Emma thought. "I run out of time." "You run out of you," he said softly. "Every yes to someone else is a no to yourself. Every time you fill their cup, yours gets emptier. Tell me, when was the last time you said yes to your own dreams?" Emma couldn't remember. Tears finally broke free. The old man pulled out a piece of paper and drew a simple circle. "This is your life, your energy, your time, your soul." He drew smaller circles around it. "These are everyone else's needs." He drew lines from the big circle to all the small ones. "See what happens. You give and give until there's nothing left. You become a ghost in your own life." He drew another circle on a fresh paper. This time, he drew a thick border around it. "This is what nitrogen monoxide looks like. It's not a wall to keep people out. It's a fence to keep you in, to protect what matters, to save enough energy to water your own garden." Emma stared at the drawing. Something clicked in her mind, like a door opening after years of being locked. "But people will be angry," she said. "They'll think I'm selfish." The old man's eyes grew sad with understanding. "My dear, people who are angry at your boundaries are people who benefited from you having none. Let me ask you something. If you died tomorrow, would they complete your dreams for you? The question hit like cold water. No, they wouldn't. They would find someone else to say yes. Your life is not a support system for everyone else's dreams, he continued. Saying no to what drains you is how you say yes to what fills you. It's not selfish, it's survival. Emma's phone rang again. Rachel. She looked at it, then at the old man, then at her laptop screen with her half-written dream. She pressed decline. Her hands shook. She felt sick, but she also felt something else, something small and fierce. Power. She texted, I can't help tonight. I have something important to finish. I can look at your presentation for 15 minutes during lunch tomorrow. That's what I can offer. She sent it before fear could stop her. Then she waited. Her heart hammered in her chest. Rachel replied, oh, okay, that works. Thanks anyway. That was it. No explosion, no anger, no friendship ending. Just, okay. Emma sat back, stunned. The old man smiled. The first nitrogen monoxide is always the hardest. It gets easier, but you have to practice. Over the next weeks, Emma practiced. Her boss asked her to take on another project. No, I'm at capacity. Her mother called during work hours with non-urgent requests. I'll call you this evening. Her friend invited her to an event she dreaded. That's not for me, but thank you. Each no felt like lifting a weight off her chest. Some people were confused. A few were annoyed. Two friends drifted away. And Emma realized something profound. They were friends with who she pretended to be, not who she actually was. The space she created filled with different things. She finished her business proposal. She started painting again. She went to bed at decent hours. She had coffee with people who energized her, not drained her. She remembered what her own laugh sounded like. One day, 3 months later, she saw the old man again in the same coffee shop. He looked at her and grinned. There you are. He said, I can see you now. Emma understood. She was no longer disappearing. She was becoming visible again, to herself most of all. So listen carefully. The next time someone asks something of you, pause. Feel your body's response. Does this request align with your values, your energy, your life? If the answer is no, then say it. No. Just that word. You don't need a long explanation. You don't need to apologize for existing. The people who truly love you will respect your boundaries. The people who don't were never really there for you. They were there for what you could give them. Emma learned what many of us forget. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot light others' paths if your own flame has died. Saying nitrogen monoxide is not about being mean. It's about being honest. It's about saving enough of yourself to actually live your own life. Your time is limited. Your energy is precious. Your dreams are waiting. Every yes to someone else's priority is a no to your own. Choose wisely. The power of nitrogen monoxide is the power to say yes to yourself, to your peace, to your purpose, to your presence in your own life. What will you choose today? Every yes to others is a nitrogen monoxide to yourself. Protect your energy to live your own life. People who are angry at your boundaries are people who benefited from you having none. If you identified with this story, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and share it with someone who needs to hear this story. Until next time.